good evening. I don't know, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning, wherever you are right now when you're watching this, but we are live from Hicks Brunson Eyewear Studios in the heart of Midtown Tulsa, broadcasting all around the world on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you all so much for joining us today. How are you doing, Becki Jo?
I'm doing just fine, Daniel. I thought yesterday with all the sunshine that we were like really gonna get rid of the rain, but yeah, no, doesn't look that way. Rained really hard this morning, I guess.
This is our rainy season. So April shower, we just finished April. Like yesterday was May Day, May 1st. April showers bring May flowers. The flowers are coming.
Yes, they are.
The flowers are coming. That also means Mother's Day is coming.
Very soon, yes.
Yes, Mother's Day is coming soon. It's coming up on May 11th. We're going to share some Mother's Day gift ideas for mom. And that's going to be the first thing we're going to get into in this stream. Then we're going to get into Becki Jo's favorite cat eye looks.
Yes.
So we're going to do her 3 favorite cat eye eyewear frames and sunglasses frames. And then we're going to finish with tinted transitions lens looks of the week. So that's what we got on deck for you guys today. Thanks so much for being here. We appreciate it. Like and subscribe. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on YouTube. And tell your friends about us. And let's get into it. So we're talking about eyewear gifts for mom. And what do we got here? First up, Oyo Box.
Oyo Box. So Oyo Box is a great gift idea for mom. Any time of the year, but especially with Mother's Day coming up, maybe you've got a mom that's a little harder to buy for. But if she wears eyewear, this is a fantastic gift. So this is a solid wooden box that has a clear lid so that you can open it. You can, sorry, didn't mean to do that. It opens up and you can store either 1 pair horizontal, or you can do up to 4 pairs, just like Daniel has in this one, 3 pairs, 4 pairs, depending on how wide the frame is. They are absolute fantastic boxes. They are gorgeous. They have a really beautiful high sheen to them. So if your mom has an area, or your wife, because wives are also mothers for a lot of them, these make fantastic gifts for your dressing room areas, maybe even in your bathroom area, anywhere, or even on top of a dresser. These are fantastic gift ideas for that hard to buy mother.
Pink, mahogany, as you mentioned, lacquer finish, beautiful finishes. We've got other colors. And
we also have white.
White's very popular.
White is very popular.
And we've got other sizes. That's the mini size Becki Jo mentioned, holds about 4 frames. The maxi, which is double that size, holds about 8 frames. So if you've got a lot of eyewear that you want to store and be able to see, this is the way to do it in an Oyo Box. Organize your eyewear, organize your life. Let's get organized, everybody. Let's be very organized and be happier. So that's the Oyo Box. What else do we have? We've got La Loupe necklaces, and we've got new stuff, new drop from La Loupe.
Beautiful new pieces. So La Loupe is designed as both an accessory to your wardrobe and a functional eyewear piece. So if you are a person who maybe you wear just a distance pair and a reading pair, this is a great way, or you want your sunglasses with you and you also wear a reader, this is a great way to protect them and keep them safe. So it slips over your head and your glasses go in it just like this, right through the loop, and it keeps your glasses in the most protected position with the temples closed versus them open like the library ones that we've all remember seeing librarians wear with the little temples sticking straight out. And this one is a gorgeous red, I want to say, is it red agate? Yes, red agate with this beautiful enamel beadwork and gold plating. Absolutely gorgeous. Daniel's holding
the holly with coin 20 millimeter pearl coins, 21-inch loop with silver clasp, pearl coins. Like, so, you know, this one may not be for everybody, but, you know, if she really likes that bold, I don't know, gaudy, is that a wrong word to use?
Yeah,
like,
I think
this is a little
be
more like, you know, a rich, bold statement necklace with the pearl coins, very shiny, very shimmery, very beautiful.
And then this is a 21-inch sterling silver stitched Italian leather, but it has these little crystals all the way around the loop, and it is gorgeous. It has a lobster claw catch at the top, super easy. This one is going to be shorter, So for those of you who do not want something hanging down really far, this puts it just below the collarbones so that your glasses aren't hanging way down. Great option in beautiful silver.
Yeah, this is the Luna, which is silver. They call it an anniversary limited edition piece. So this one's a little more like cubes, like cube beads, and then it's got this sort of like loop, interesting design. It's not, instead of just a complete circle, sort of a...
It's like an infinity circle because it doesn't have an end or a beginning.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
And then last but not least, I also have a gold with ivory leather. So this is like a leather woven cord with a gold plated loop. This is super practical. It's going to go and fit just any wardrobe that you might wear, and it's just going to be perfect for that hard to find little gift for mom.
Lots of good Mother's Day gifts out there, from the Oyo boxes to organize your eyewear at home, to the loops to keep the eyewear safe when you're not wearing your glasses. Mother's Day is coming up, so be thinking about mom. We're going to move on to the next segment. We've got Becki Jo's favorite cat eye looks, and then after that we're going to finish with our custom tinted transitions lens looks of the week. So Becki Jo, you've got some cat eyes. You got 3 sunglasses and you've got 3 glasses.
Yes, and
So-
I was confused there for a second. I forgot we put them in the Oyo box.
Glasses in the Oyo box. Yeah, sorry about
Then
that.
I was a little
My fault.
confused. That's okay. So this is by Zero G. I absolutely love their thin profile metals because they're just super, super lightweight. So this is a phenomenal cat eye. This color is called Earth, so it's like a really neutral brown on the front and this beautiful turquoise blue on the inside. And this is called Starling. It's a great shape. This is a 53i 17 bridge. Absolutely super comfortable.
Super comfortable, I can attest. I got my new Zero G here that I'm going to talk about a little bit later in the stream, but they're so lightweight.
They are so lightweight.
Yeah.
And this is called Offset. This is by Fossifos. I love the color of this frame. So if the camera's not picking this up very well, I do apologize. This is actually a really deep hunter green with black line work running horizontal all the way across the frame. And in my opinion, because the angular uplift, the high brow, this would be considered a cat eye. For some people, they might not say, oh, it's just a baby cat eye. Well, it's still a cat eye. I absolutely love this. Anytime you get that angular uplift, it elongates the face, makes this look a little bit more youthful. But the color of this, and one thing that they've done so well with a lot of their new releases with Fossifos this year, they've done this beautiful sculpting layer look in one solid piece. So they've built dimension in the frame by doing this cut out sculpted area of the frame. And it's absolutely gorgeous. So it's green with this beautiful tortoise temple. And Daniel and I were discussing this earlier. This is by Masunaga. This is number 107. Some people may not say this is a cat eye at all, but I think that it fits the bill because it, again, has that angular uplift and it follows the brow very nicely. So I think that this falls into the category of a cat eye. And this is done in this absolute beautiful granite, black granite. You've got highlights, lowlights, caramels, browns, beiges. If you want that super neutral frame, this is super comfortable on the bridge, very lightweight. They've done this beautiful wide sculpted temple that narrows right as it goes over the ear. So you're not gonna have a real wide temple fitting behind the ear. Super, super comfortable. And I love the fact that this is just this gorgeous polished finish. And then they went with a black temple on this frame. It's absolutely stunning.
Hold that temple up there a little longer. I mean, that's that Masunaga black that's like when you look close at it, it's like you see that it's not entirely an opaque black. It's like a really dark brown. When the light hits it, it's a really dark brown. This gold lug in the side that they added, very nice touch, plays off of that dark brown black color. And then this front, I have been a big fan of this front color for so long. I mean, it's a great tortoise. It almost looks like a nice granite countertop to me.
It most certainly does. And it's got browns, beiges, clear crystal in it, black. So it's going to fit very well into a neutral wardrobe, or this may be that shiny object that you wear to brighten up your wardrobe.
Yeah, and it makes me think of like, look up, you're talking about whether or not that's a cat eye. It's a soft, subtle cat eye. It's like, if you look at old pictures of Buddy Holly, like, that's a little bit of a cat eye look that he wore. I mean, and it's like, I think men can wear, if the cat eye is not super 60s pointy cat eye, it looks very obviously like more of a woman's cat eye. This is one of those subtle cat eyes that can be unisex. Men and women, I think, can both wear it. So
I think it fits in that category of cat eye.
Yeah.
So my picks for sons, this one is one of my absolute favorites. Tom Davies brought this out. It is called Jen. I love the color of this. This is this beautiful green crystal with this rose gold. It is absolutely stunning. It is nice and big. We're into those frames now where we've increased the B, which is the height measurement of those lenses. Especially in a sun, you can go oversized in a sun and it still looks totally appropriate. But again, you've got that angular uplift, that nice arch at the brow, and that little bit of a point. So this is definitely my pick. This one is super light on the face. It is very, very comfortable to wear. And then I'm going to introduce you to a leisure that I've really appreciated. This is Emily. And it is this beautiful faceted brown lens with this beautiful intricate scroll work right at the top of the lens. This is a block titanium in 24K gold over the titanium. This fits so comfortably. And this is going to be, you could dress this up, you could dress it down, you could make this just your regular summer sunglass. This is gonna go all year through your entire wardrobe. And if you need prescription, we can still do this. We can match this facets right here. We can match the color. Our lab does have some beautiful scroll work that we can match or duplicate, to make this your prescription sunglass. So this is a fantastic, fantastic option. And again, this one I think would potentially be considered a cat eye. And this is brand new. We showed this a couple weeks ago from Anna-Karin Karlsson. This is Shades of Siren. We actually, Daniel and I talked about this, we needed to do a retraction because we actually called this Sea Shelly. And this is not Sea Shelly. This is Shades of Siren with the beautiful gold clutch. Those of you that remember us talking about the beautiful gold clutch. This would be considered a little bit of a cat eye. It is one of those oversized frames. I think it would fit into this category. It does have that brow arch. It does have an angular uplift. And again, kind of like the Matsunaga, some people would go, ooh, Becki Jo, I don't necessarily think that's a cat eye. I think it would fit into that category if you're wanting like a minimal cat eye and you don't want to go like super like, yay, let me get that wing out there. And then we also have it in this beautiful ivory color as well.
And I think these make great gifts for mom as well.
Yes, I think mom would appreciate this. I mean, I'm a mom, I'm a grandma. I would appreciate this. I mean, Daniel, what do you think? I mean,
actually, that color is really good. Like the pearl with the brown lens with your outfit today is actually working really well.
Definitely. Yes? I was,
Yep.
I was thinking this morning when I got in my closet, I was like, ooh, I may have to put those on. So no, we're all good. And then an honorable mention, just because it's totally out there and it's absolutely fabulous. This is also an Anna-Karin piece. This is called Cat in the Claw. And this would definitely be a cat eye. This is probably one.
Claw in the nest. Claw in the nest. Cat eye.
Oh yeah, claw in the nest. Cat eye.
Yeah.
This is definitely that angular uplift. It goes into a massive point right up here. This is definitely going to catch some attention when you walk into a room. This is definitely going to just blow people's mind when they see you wearing this. And of course, because of the fact that it is a titanium frame, you've got that beautiful gold and silver detailing all the way down to the end of the temple tip. These are super, 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 super comfortable and very lightweight. Absolutely love them.
And there's so many other variations of those. Like while we're talking about that, we might want to just talk about, are there any other rimless pieces that?
That one is the last one we have right now.
We also have this one, which is sort of an octagonal shape. And I mean, these are just stunning, stunning. So many great ways you can customize these pieces. You can do light indoor tints if you want to be able to wear it all the time. But the detail work, the craftsmanship, all limited edition. You might have mentioned that already, Becki Jo.
Mm-hmm.
This one here is, I think, 12 of 40 that were made in this colorway. So there's a whole series Anna-Karin does on claw themed, and they're eagle claw themed. That's where the inspiration came from, eagle claw. So I mean, there's nothing more, and I'm just going to segue for just a minute out of cat eye before we get into transitions. Looks of the week. Do we not have it still? The Claw Voyage and the Claw Pilot, or do we just have the Claw Voyage? This is the Claw Voyage, and the Claw Voyage, I mean, guys, like aviators with eagle claws, if this is not one of the most badass aviators you've ever seen, then I want to see what aviator you would say fits that category. I mean, just look how incredible that is with the eagle claw, the gold finish, the detail work, the coining work around the eye wire. I've talked about this before. What appears to be traditional coining work all the way around this eye wire is actually the Anna-Karin Karlsson logo, the AKK logo that runs all the way around. Mr. Lopez, you sure can. Check us out at hicksbrunson.com and you can get one of these. If you have any questions, just send us a message. We will help you out. But yeah, this is just absolutely stunning, absolutely beautiful work from Anna-Karin. These pieces, her entire collection is very beautiful, and they make really good pieces. You've seen a lot of the custom tinted transitions lens work that we do. These are great pieces for that.
Oh yeah.
You do a ruby color in a silver like this, maybe a flash blue mirror, and on a, you know, we have a ruby, we have a sea glass to blush color that you can add with the transitions ruby that I could picture would look incredible in one of these.
Yes.
So that's Anna-Karin Karlsson. Sorry to segue for so long.
You know, but you can't help it, Daniel. They're such gorgeous pieces.
Yeah, you know,
you have to talk about them.
We'll talk again about aviators in an upcoming stream. I mean, I feel like you almost can't talk about aviators enough. They're so iconic. They're so stylish. They look good on so many people. And we're going to talk a little. Where are we based at? Mr. Lopez, we are based in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thanks for watching us today. I'm going to talk about our last segment here. We're going to get into custom tinted transitions lens looks of the week. And I'm going to start with my own 0G Rockaway Beach that I recently made for me. This is my own personal frame. And I already put a video up earlier this week asking you guys, good morning, Optical Gallery, or good evening, wherever it is where you are. Thanks for joining us on Instagram. I'm going to talk about this. I talked about this in a video. Put these colors together. The orange color frame, wanted a blue-orange color tint. I love, love, love the blue-orange colors, how they work together. Becki Jo, you told me this is like sunset over ocean.
Yes.
And it absolutely is. I did the blue mirror on the front. I'm still on the fence about whether I'm going to keep it this way, and I'll tell you all why, as I told you in the video that released to YouTube a couple days ago. I absolutely 100% love the visual clarity of looking through the orange in the top. It makes everything so sharp and so smooth, so clean, so high contrast, visual acuity top notch. And I feel like something feels weird to me when I look at this on myself, and I don't know if I love the blue in the bottom. I don't think it's the most flattering color on my skin. What do you guys think? The blue in the bottom, I don't know if I just went too dark. Jason says I could try to go sea glass on those, keep the orange, think that may be sharp. Yeah.
Yeah, it may be the layer or the level of blue may just be too intense.
I probably could have done, here's what I'm thinking about. I'm either going to keep the blue and lighten it way down to about a 10%, because I don't know, just does it make my skin look tired? Does it make me look like I've got dark circles? I don't know if it's
Makes
right.
your skin tired?
I don't know, you know, like I got dark circles under my eyes. Like, does it make me look like I didn't sleep at all last night? That's not what I was going for.
No.
So I don't know if I like the look on my skin. I know the rosy colors are better on my skin. So I'm either going to get rid of the blue, I'm going to lighten the blue. Maybe I will change the blue to a totally different color, maybe a blush, maybe an amber. Yeah, well, okay, so Armstrongski on Instagram says, what do you think about looking through orange, then looking through blue? Yeah. I pretty much only see through the orange when I'm looking off at a distance and when I'm driving, which I love. You know, if I move my head up and down a bunch of times, then it all goes back and forth. But yeah. I'm not typically in the habit. When I look down to read, you know, there's the blue, but you know, that really doesn't bother me that much. Yeah, so lime green is what Optical Gallery said. I'm going to do something lighter, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to darken that orange up a little bit, do something a little lighter in the bottom, and maybe not blue. I'm not sure what yet, but those are kind of some ideas I'm kicking around in my head. I also have a flash blue mirror on these, and I also included my favorite of all photochromic technologies that the industry has ever blessed us with. Props to Transitions Optical for making transitions extra active. The lens with the superpower that has the capability to darken behind the windshield. Love it when I'm driving. Love the way the brown plays off of the blue flash mirror. It's simply awesome. The look, the visual clarity, everything about it is great. So stay tuned. I'm going to figure out what I do with that base tint. Gen S or Photo Fusion X? Which one, Mohammed asks, which one is better, Transitions Gen S or Photo Fusion X? They both have good points. We'll address those in a separate video, so stay tuned. So that's my look. Becki Jo, you've got something vintage that we just got the opportunity to make lenses for. What do we got here?
So I have a client who sent us a Randolph Engineering frame, and it looks like this. So when you joined the military, you were gifted an eyeglass frame. And our client found out when he went to get a pair of lenses for this, that his frame actually came from the UK, even though Randolph Engineering is an American company, which it is. But on the inside of his frame, it had Randolph Engineering FGN, which meant that it was done for the EU. It was not done for the American troops. He paired this in an absolute gorgeous transition and flash mirror combination. So it is clear indoors. He did not do an indoor tint. He wants to be able to have this go seamlessly through his day. So once I transition this, they look absolutely fantastic. And I hope he is as pleased when he receives them as I was when I saw them yesterday when they finished. He did a flash mirror on top of Gen S Ruby, and I think they look pretty stunning as a navigator. This is a fantastic look, and for those of you who have
the blue mirror on the Ruby, that is awesome.
It is fire all day long.
Yes.
So if you have never experienced looking through a Ruby lens, I don't know how this is going to work, but we're going to try it. The world just looks a little softer. Everything is just a little bit calmer through a rose-colored lens. That old saying is the world looks better through rose-colored glasses. Totally
true. Totally 100%.
True. So I hope when my client receives these in the mail, he is as pleased with the turnout as I was for him, because these are absolutely, absolutely stunning.
Yeah, all right, and our final Tinted Photochromic lens look of the day. This is Masunaga. This is one of the much coveted, highly limited edition, very beautiful MOC pieces. This is the model 003 Color C, which is blue and gold. Blue and gold. Some of the most beautiful work I have seen from this 100-plus-year-old Japanese brand that is Masunaga. Gold plating on the bridge bar, the top bar, the sterling silver medallion that is the logo of the MOC collection right here in the tip of the left temple. The MOC logo, design inspired by a race car steering wheel. This nose pad, we've never seen anything like this. It's a double layered gold plate on the inlay that rests against the skin. It's all beautiful. And what did we do? We did Zeiss Smart Life Individual 3 progressive lenses with a Zeiss very soft indoor gray-blue tint. So very soft indoor gray-blue tint. Easy indoor tint, easy on the eyes, easy to wear, just enough to kind of complement the blue color of the frame. We did the DuraVision Flash Ruby mirror. So look at that ruby there.
That looks amazing.
Very nice. Again, rubies and blues together, whether it's the ruby transitions with the blue mirror. This is going to be the reverse of that, guys. This is a blue tint on a Photo Fusion X Blue with a ruby mirror by Zeiss. And these colors together are awesome. The Photo Fusion X Blue by Zeiss is extremely vibrant. I was not prepared for how vibrant this blue was going to be when I got my own Photo Fusion X Blue, because I was used to the Transitions Sapphire, which is much more of a neutral blue-gray color. Let me show you how vibrant Photo Fusion X Blue is. if you want blue, and you want blue to come through, like, look at that. Like, that's blue, guys. Like, that's ultra vibrant blue. And let me tell you, when you look through that blue, I mean, it definitely provides a very, very nice blue view of the world. And I like that personally. I am not as much a fan of the neutral gray color. I like the vibrant reds and browns and blues like this in my glasses. That is just me. Yeah, PhotoFusion X Blue may be the best blue Armstrongski. I agree. It's as far as blues go, like high marks in my opinion. So what do you think of this look? The MOC Model 003, there are only 150 of these made, and I'm trying to get another one. And we have a few left in some of the other models in this limited edition collection. We were really grateful to be able to carry the MOC pieces because so many people waited so long to be able to get these, and they are only available in a select small number of optical boutiques around the world. They have 2 other shapes. I've done a video on YouTube exploring the whole collection. They're navigator shapes, they're more rectangular. This is that classic round, that more vintage inspired piece that they did that's just super cool. And you can see that PhotoFusion X Blue just in the last minute or so is already fading back.
It's already fading back.
Yeah, it's already fading back, halfway back maybe at this point. So love the technology, love the look whenever we custom tint photochromics like that one. So I think that's all we've got.
Yeah,
I mean,
think so.
We're headed into the weekend. Let me grab my glasses here while I continue to ponder what I should do with this tint color, see what I'm gonna do coming up. Headed into the weekend. Hope everybody is able to get some relaxation in. If you needed to get some work done, I hope you get some work done. Coming up on Mother's Day, we're getting ready for that. And that's about all we've got time for today. Really appreciate you guys joining us. Like and subscribe. Appreciate your feedback. Appreciate you sharing this video with your friends, and we will see you in the next video.